When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Alright, so I took apart this rat's nest. This is day 2 on the power of the test bench. And I'm gonna knock off some of this stuff. I'm gonna take this out. I'm just gonna use this, this, and this. This is gonna be gone. I already took off a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff on here I don't need. I don't need those fuses back there. Just need AC at the moment. I'm gonna run AC to this power supply and for the monitor. I have an on-off switch I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna add a outlet to it as well. Hopefully I can get all this going. So I'm gonna try to get some more light over here for this next clip, but stick around and hopefully we can get these monitors tested today.
I'm Walter Day, the father of esports, and you're watching Matty Mo's Arcade.
And you know how long it's been since I played Whac-A-Mole?
I'm getting ready to attack, fanny pack attached. Tokens are all stacked, got the mallet in my grasp. Waiting for the moles, hiding in their holes. Score, we're keeping tally, I'll be playing till they close now. Can't nobody beat my high score. You can't beat my high score. Can't nobody beat my high score. You can't beat my high score. I'm a mallet master, a single-fisted blaster. You can ask my baby, it starts slow then gets faster. I'm a record setter.
Okay, well, a little bit better light, not much. So I have this thing from Bob Roberts' website. It's basically just a diagram. So the power's going to come in here, and then we're going to hit the line filter, which we have this already set up. Power into the line filter. And so I'll have this over here somewhere, like we had it, but I'm going to move it down probably. So it'll be like this. I just don't like how I just can't see in here. That's better, but I can't hold it like that. Let me turn my soldering iron off. Wedge this over here or something. That's a little better. Oh, I'm knocking crap everywhere. Alright, I got my light on. Okay, that's about as good as I can get it there. So now we can't see Bob. So the next step is going to be after the line filter, we're going to go to the on-off switch, which I have one. Here it is. And then we are going to go to a power distribution block, which I'm just going to use this little guy right here. So let's go ahead and get that far. And we have all that stuff sitting in front of us here. I just have to figure out kind of where I want it to go, how I'm going to mount this. This is a little power distribution block, kind of. So I've got it all cleaned off, about ready to go. I'm going to try to add new wiring as I go too. But this is on Bob Roberts' website. He's got tons and tons of notes on there if you need to know anything. But I will be back in a few minutes and hopefully we'll be about halfway done. So I basically just put the whole thing together. I don't have the harness hooked up to the power supply yet, but so we have power coming in to the filter, and it's the same here. We got power coming in from the wall, goes through a fuse. We got the fuse here, and then it goes into the filter, and then from the filter it shows the right side going through an on-off switch, which I have here, and I rigged up a little thing to hold the switch. And I ran it a little differently here, but I guess not. Oh, it shows both filter lines ended up coming to this guy right here. I ran mine, since where it is, just straight over to the filter, but it breaks here. Then this catches up over here, instead of the way that it does. But here, I'll show you how it's supposed to go, if you need to screenshot that. But then after the on-off switch, it's going to come into the power distribution block, which this is what I'm using here for a power distribution block. It works the same. And then from there, you have 3 series of outs. You have one that goes to the isolation transformer, which is this guy here, and you have one that goes out to the power supply, which is this guy here, and then you have one that goes to the marquee, which I don't have that hooked up. There's no reason for me to have that just for this test setup. So the one thing that I have on here that's not on the diagram is the power outlet back here, so that I can hook up a soldering iron or something like that. So we need to test and make sure the voltage to that is working too. But we have it plugged in. I think it's wired correctly this time. I do want to say, when I plugged it in yesterday's video, I plugged it in, and those 2 plugs, which are over here now, they just ran up into dead wiring that I had bundled up. It never went anywhere. So there was no way this thing was going to turn on. But okay, so here's the power button. Oh, you got power. Well, let me show you with it off. Let's see if we can get the meter in this shot. Put it right here in the middle. Okay, sorry. Turn the backlight on. Okay, we can see it. So we will verify that there's no voltage and the power switch is working. Okay, untangle my mess here. Okay, so we're getting no voltage now. Flip the power on. 121.1. Perfect. All right, so the first step of the test bench is done. Yes, we do have the power supply. Yes, I can hook up boards to this now. And once we get this monitor up here going, if we can look up that high, then we can actually test a full game, except for a control panel, which I'm going to bring in the next couple days. We'll get that wired up, and then I'll probably figure some way to mount it, like right here. At least like a temporary mount. But we have this. Let me grab a monitor or 2, and we will go ahead and try to test some, see if we can get some coming on. Now that I have the isolation transformer, I can test any monitor except for the Sanyos. I don't want to do a Sanyo for a Nintendo cabinet on this setup, because it needs 90 volts AC coming in, not 120 or 110. So hang on one second and I'll grab a monitor. Alright, apologize for the lighting. I have this one I don't know anything about. It's got a tag that says it needs a cap kit, but I have no idea. We got it plugged in. I don't know for sure that the sync is right, but I have the TPG plugged in too. So let's see if we get anything out of it. Alright, we got high voltage. And I'll go ahead and turn the test pattern generator on. I don't see anything on the picture. The brightness is too high. Putting it in and out of focus, that'll help, huh? That almost looks like a yoke is off. Something's burning. Alright, well, I don't know what that is, but I started seeing magic smoke. So we're gonna go ahead and try the next one. Come back to that one. Whew, I'm not looking forward to that. Alright, let's try this little guy. Buddy just brought this in today. I think this is the one he said basically has high voltage shutdown. Comes on for a little bit and then goes dark. So that last one I didn't have the TPG plugged all the way in. That's why we weren't getting anything on the screen. So that might be a little bit better off than I thought. Let's see what we got going on this one. Nothing. dead. Okay, let's try another one. Never mind, let's try this again. I didn't have it plugged in all the way. 2 times in a row. Alright, let's see if we get something this time. Okay, well, our switch is lighting up, but we're not getting anything. And she is plugged in all the way. Alright, so let's wait on this one. Turn the TPG off. Probably should have checked the fuse, make sure it didn't blow a fuse. Alright, let me grab another one. It's right over here behind me. Was hoping we could at least adjust one and see if we couldn't make one look a little better, but it's not looking that way. Oh, this is a heavy place. Ugh. Alright, I don't know if I can get through here. Ugh. Another one of these burn-free tubes I keep seeing. Getting lucky with those. Alright, that's kind of hairy. Alright, that's a little better. Okay. Get off my cords here. I was supposed to leave a long time ago. I gotta get going here. Where? Okay, so here's my video. Sorry. Cutting off all the light we got. Now you can see what it's like to work back here. It is just so dark. I think this one's totally dead. Either that or I'm getting the two confused, and this is the one that shuts down. Which hopefully that's the case. I can't see what I'm doing back here. I think I got enough cord here. Not really. There we go. Can't see which side is the number 1 pin. I guess alright, I gotta figure it out. Never mind, I'm dumb. It's this way. I didn't look up what sync all these monitors need. So hopefully I can just guess right. I think this is a G07. Yeah, this is a G07 here. Come on. It's falling out of my fingers. Oh, I missed the pin. I really need my flashlight right now. Okay. Power, here we go. Just have to make sure the test pattern generator is still on. It likes to shut itself off, which is actually good for me because I think I forget that it's on every time. Alright, see what we get on this one. Nothing. Let me make sure I'm getting some voltage through on this thing. And of course I can't find my meter, and I have 2. And they could all be dead, and I have everything wired right. Just want to make sure it's not my fault. But I was really hoping to get one. I don't have time to do another one. Alright, so we're on AC. And we're getting 120, so it's not alive. Alright, well, there's 3 dead ones. And I have a lot of these capped already, But that's it, just capped. They all need a little bit more than that, it looks like. I've yet to find one that just needed a cap kit. But we got part of the test bench going. Stay tuned, and we will keep going on this. I'm gonna add, like I said, the JAMA harness to the power supply, and then I'll be able to set boards up over here and start on JoJo's Mortal Kombat 2, and then got a pole position board to work on after that, and that's all that I know of at the moment. Tons and tons of monitors. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. So these two right here are going to be ground and 5 volt. So what do we get here? Did I not turn the game on? I didn't turn the game on. I guess that would help. Hang on.
Here it is. A nice little trade. The person I traded got what they wanted. I got what I wanted. And a pretty good deal on it too. Super hang on.
Get what I want.
That comes later.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on fire.
Whoa.
Lots of smoke.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching.
When you take care of people, people take care of you in this community.
That's the truth.
So everyone, please remember that. Even if we're competitors, we're not enemies.